What's up, guys? Welcome to Slop's Logs Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen this show before, you're in for a treat. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another one for as long as you live. Also, turn on the notifications too. That can't hurt. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce today's panel. Neither one of them need an introduction, to be honest with you, but I'm going to do it anyways because that's what kind of guy I am. The first one, right below me, from BetQL, the great Lucy Burdge. What's up, Lucy?
What's up, guys? I'm very thankful to be here and to be here with both of you on Thanksgiving Eve. And I would say I have three of the greatest NFL bets that I can remember ever placing in my days of Thanksgiving time. So I'm very excited to give those out today.
Awesome. I bet you we're all excited to hear them, especially the guy on the bottom. If you don't recognize him, that is the great Matt McCuen. You might know him as at DeadPresPicks on Twitter or X, however you call that app. From Odds Checker, what's up, dude?
What's up, guys? Yeah, it's my favorite holiday of the year, and we have so many games to bet on, so it's going to be dangerous. Dangerous 2 days coming in. So, yeah, I'm excited. We have all football bets, too. I'm glad we're all going football for Thanksgiving. No baseball bets and bobs. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
I like that you have the hat on backwards. It kind of says, hey, I'm looking to give out some bangers.
Exactly.
Is that what you mean when you did that?
Yeah, that was my whole – that's what I was going for. You know, I wanted to come in with that look, a little bit of grit too, I think, to it. So, yeah, I think that means I'm ready to go. I would be concerned if I was you guys, but we'll see how it plays out. I like this
right now, I'd say you look like a young Rocky, like if he was a real person and had a hat on back.
I'll take that as a compliment. I love it. So
it's like the Rocky statue right before us.
Exactly. Yeah. That makes me feel
with a hat on.
With the hat on. Yes.
Hat on. People put all kinds of hats on that statue.
Yeah, they do. That's true. All the time.
That's but they put jerseys on them too.
Oh, it's true.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I remember they put jerseys on, but I can't remember. I think they always lose.
It's like the opposite team does it to troll them, I believe.
Yeah, but then the team always ended up like losing or something.
Yeah, there was some record like that.
Yeah, when the Super Bowl, the Chiefs fans were like, "Don't do it," and they didn't, and they won. So they were smart.
Right.
But yeah, it's a curse for sure. Don't do it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of curses, somehow I got the third pick. Nigel picked him. I did not. Nigel's also playing sick today, guys, so be nice to him. He has COVID or he's pregnant. I'm not sure because he posted a picture of some test on a counter. I know it as a pregnancy test, but apparently it's a COVID test. Whatever. Yeah, not important. Well, it kind of is to him, but like for us, not really. But he picked the order, so it's going to be Lucy, then Matt, then me, snake draft. Lucy, you're up.
All right, I'm going to get us started with my favorite bet of pretty much every week, but this week especially, Lions minus 7.5 against the Packers. This is minus 110 at BetMGM. The Lions have covered the spread in 2 of their last 3 and 3 of their last 4 at home, which I really found very promising for this bet here because at home, they are covering. So the Packers have failed to cover in their last 3 on the road and 3 of their last 4 as the underdog. Plus, Dan Campbell, good old Dan Campbell, is 15-4 against the spread in the second half of the season while coaching the Lions. So as long as Dan Campbell is at the helm, I have a lot of faith in the Lions to cover here, minus 7.5.
Wow. Matt, she's coming in hot. What do you think, buddy?
I think the Lions, I can't bet on the Packers. I would say that.
Yep.
There you go.
Good. Yeah.
Packers
so there's only one other option. And at that point, it's the Lions. There's only 2 teams playing. So, yeah, I like it. I think it's a Lions play.
I like it. That's great analysis, too. I mean, that's hard hitting right there. You don't hear a lot of there are only 2 teams playing.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Like, you can't bet on the other one. So
if you don't like one, it's still fun to bet on the other.
So a process of elimination. We all learned about it very early on, and I'm glad we're still using it. Matt, go ahead. You're up again.
All right.
I'm sorry, you're up for the first time.
I'll come in with a banger. I think Thanksgiving is also one of the harder days as a gambler because you're with your family all day, and
it's not.
You don't.
It's the only thing that gets you through, Matt. Only thing that gets you through. Stop you there, buddy. That's all. Like, trust me, I look forward to Thanksgiving because of the gambling. But go ahead.
Yeah, you're older than me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when it all depends the situation. Like, sometimes I'm also an angry bettor. So, like, if I lose a bet, sometimes I get really, like, I hit stuff. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I get a little angry. You can't do that.
I call that passionate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Who's not doing that? You know.
I agree. That's a way better way to describe it. But you can't do that in front of your family. You can't do it on Thanksgiving. Well, okay.
Again, can I stop you there? Yes, you can.
I'm in the wrong family. I want to hang out at your house for Thanksgiving. But anyway, I'm going to come out with a banger.
You should hang out, dude. That'd be awesome.
I'm going
game one all day.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like it sounds like the best holiday.
Let's get there. I feel like we're getting a little bit off track here.
It's his favorite holiday, though.
What are we betting?
Anyway, my bet. Sam Laporta, first touchdown. All right. So if this wins, I think I could shut down the Thunderdome on one bet, which I like to do. Like to give myself the chance to do. Also could lose. Definitely could. I hope not. But you raising your hand, John? You want to say something?
No, I was waving. To answer your question, the kids get home at 11 a.m.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't. There you go. that's a good time.
Good time.
Plus 900. Here's the thing with Laporta. He's kind of become like Jared Goff's security blanket type of receiver, and he's pretty much playing every snap. The only guy as a receiver or tight end who has more snaps is Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he only has 6 more. So pretty much same workload as of late. He's second on the team in red zone targets. Again, St. Brown's the only one who was more. Just feels like a tight end to start off Thanksgiving. Just a Sam Laporta, 8-yard touchdown in the red zone. Lucy would like that too, because then the Lions, it starts 7-0, right? And then you're almost covering. So I think this is a win-win for the Thunderdome. So yeah, we'll take Laporta here plus 900. And again, if this hits, I could flop on the other bets and still possibly win the Thunderdome. So yeah, I'm gonna take the tight end here to get it done.
I like the pick. The analysis a little off though, because if you win this bet, you're still going to be battling me.
Okay.
I've got multiple bangers that are, not quite 900, but I can go that high if I need to.
Okay.
I got ladders that
are. I just want to set the tone. But I figured out.
No, you got to set the tone. I like what you did. You planted a flag. You said, "Hey, here I am. This is what it is."
Yep.
Right away too. All right, so I'm going to stay in that game. Why not? Right. My first one is tough because I got 2, and I'm not sure. Do you do the 1-2 combo, uppercut, jab? I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I just figured it out. It's going to be Romeo Doubs, 70-plus receiving yards. That's plus 370 at FanDuel, guys. This goes with your picks. This does, because what happens is for this guy to do this, they're going to have to be behind. All right. I did a big-time deep dive yesterday into this game. I was there all day. I was all day, mental simulation after mental simulation, so I know what I'm talking about. The Lions are just going to run all over these Packers, right? Just run all over them all day long, just steamroll them. They're going to be scoring points, moving the ball. They're going to have to get the ball back, the Packers, right? When they get it back, they're going to be down. They're not going to be able to run on the Lions because no one can do that because we're talking Dan Campbell here. You don't run on them. You're going to have to throw it. Well, guess what? Teams can throw it. They've had success in the past. All year long, basically. Go look at all the game logs for the Lions. The other team always throws all over them. Jordan Love kind of coming into his own. I'll talk about that in a minute. But here's the thing. The Packers receivers, they're hurt. Aaron Jones not going to play. Musgrave, I think he's really hurt. The Jaden Reed kid, I don't know that he's going to play. I don't think the Wicks kid's going to play. We're running out of receivers, guys. Someone's got to catch these balls. It's Romeo Doubs, 70-plus yards. What do you think of that, Lucy?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love all of the analysis that favors the Lions winning because as Dan Campbell said last week, everybody put your diapers on. And he said, speaking of family, he said, I tell my family that. In what scenario, do you not tell your family that?
I was about to say, I used to say that all the time.
Yeah, I say it to this day. Yeah,
Yep.
Just get your diapers on. Get ready.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to stop stalling. I'm going to go ahead with my next one. Let's go Jordan Love, 275-plus passing yards. That's plus 300. Guess what? This goes right in line with my other bet. That's called correlation on the streets. Here's the thing, though. Jordan Love's done this in the last 2 weeks. He's kind of throwing dimes, for Jordan Love. He's finding guys downfield. That's where the Lions have problems covering people. If Doubs goes 70-plus, that's going to help him. He's only going to need 205 after that. Look, guys, I struck gold here, and there's nothing you can do about it. What do you think of that, Matt?
I don't know if you necessarily struck gold, but we'll find out. I don't know. I honestly blanked out on. I don't remember the pick. I was looking at DraftKings and I didn't hear. I have no idea what you bet. But
just type in gold and that pick will come up.
Just type in gold and that is what's going to come up. Matt,
right up.
You're up.
That makes sense. All right, I'm up. So I'm gonna go. Jahan Dotson here. All right, but I'm gonna ladder him all the way up. This is what I was looking at on DraftKings. Sorry, I wasn't. I was prepared. I just want to make sure I had the right line.
I hear you.
70 plus. 70 plus at 550. So it's really not that crazy because we've seen Dotson do it before. He's clearly the number 2. Really, only him and Terry are consistently out there in that Washington offense. But Cowboys could kind of steamroll the Commanders. Commanders not the best team in football. Although I think the Cowboys are like 1-13 in the last 14 Thanksgiving games against the spread. Yeah, so they pretty much never cover on Thanksgiving. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I think Dallas still has the lead most of this game. Good chance the Commanders just start throwing the ball all second half. And Sam Howell, the one thing he's a fun quarterback. He's not always good, but he's always doing something. He's the best spinning quarterback I've ever seen. I've never seen someone spin better. So he's always getting out of sacks. All we need here is 70 plus. Again, we're not asking a ton. In a game that second half, they're going to be probably throwing every play. So we'll take Dotson here. I'm betting on 2 Penn State guys in the Thunderdome. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, 70 plus, you can get it at plus 550 on DraftKings. So we'll see, but I think – and this could cash in the first half too. Remember, a football field you can get up to 99 yards on a reception. So in theory, he could do it on one catch. But we'll see how it plays out.
I like it. I like the math lesson.
Yep.
I like the hate stat that the Cowboys don't cover on Thanksgiving ever. I like that. But I do have a question, though. What do you say to the haters that say the Commanders just throw to like 85 people? So how can one guy do anything on that team? What do you say to them, man? I would
honestly. Well, yeah, I would probably just say that they're wrong and just leave it.
Even though they can show you game logs every game with like 95 people get targeted.
But they have.
Who are these guys? Like, some of these guys aren't even on the roster, yet they got a target in this game. It's
exactly.
Like, you have Dotson, you could just throw to him,
right?
But you threw to dude. Like,
I would just say that they can't prove that it's going to continue to happen. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if that's going to happen on Thursday. There's no proof, evidence, and so they're wrong. So that's.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm very discouraged at Dotson's usage this season. I was going to ride that kid all year long, and then now he's not even bettable, and his yardage is in like the 30s every game. And I still can't bet it because it's like, well, we're going to throw to some random guy. Literally, the guy's name, random guy. They don't even put his name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, it's a name tag. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It'd be fun, though, if he does it. I mean, they should probably just throw to their – yeah, they should probably start the guys who are actually good, like McLaurin.
Yes, like him.
They could win more.
And McLaurin are probably like 2 of the better receivers in the NFL, and we're throwing
why they're 4 and 7
of randos. But,
so they're
all right, we're on the same page. Lucy,
yeah,
you're up. You're going to go twice.
Okay. All right. So I think shutting down the haters, that's the best way to do it. Just you're wrong. Okay. I mean, what comeback do you have for that? I mean, I'm saving that one.
Beyond that. Yeah, just say you're wrong.
Yeah, save that in my brain right there. Okay. Yep. So my final 2 picks, one of them is plus money for all the minus people out there, or plus money people, the plus money doubters. That'll be my second one. I'm saving the best for last. First one, 49ers. Oh, they're actually both in the 49ers game. Brock Purdy over 253.5 passing yards. This is minus 115 at BetMGM. He's hit this over in his last 4 games. He's coming off of a 333-yard game against the Buccaneers. He also threw for 296 yards against the Jaguars, 365 against the Bengals. He's hit this over on 6 total games this season. I see him doing it once again here. Brock Purdy over 253.5 passing yards, minus 115 at BetMGM.
Nice work, Lucy. Matt, I got a question for you. How bad do you think the haters are going to drag Lucy in the comments for having 2 minus bets?
They will.
They might, but again, Lucy can just tell them that they're wrong. And she has a plus money banger coming in. So
that's true.
Are you ready for it?
They're going to win too. I always like it when they get mad at bets that win. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Pretty weird. Yeah, it's weird when people yell at you for like winning a minus 110 bet, but I mean,
like, oh, you're soft. And you're like,
it's like the people that are like, oh, you win a bet. And they're like, okay, try a harder one next time.
Yeah, pretty much.
You cannot win with these people.
Maybe I'm not saying it right.
Yeah, I don't understand. But you know what? It's not for us to understand. It's for us to just.
Something we'll find out later in life, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the secrets of life. But I do have my plus money bet. And that is.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, you ready? Are you ready? Buckle up for this. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, first Christian McCaffrey, first touchdown against the Seahawks in this game. This is plus 290 at BetMGM, if you can believe it. That's just through the roof. Plus 290. He has 9 rushing touchdowns, 5 receiving touchdowns. His consecutive touchdown streak ended at 17, but he's back on the streak. He's starting, his streak already is at 1, so he could go for 2 here. And his last touchdown, also the first touchdown of the game. So he can have the first touchdown of the game in this one, I think, plus 290 at BetMGM.
Wow. I like it. I like the first touchdowns across the board. Now, I wish we had one now for the Commanders-Cowboys game. Maybe Matt does. I know I do not. But I kind of like that. I like the fact that they're just going to give the ball to him. Like, you know, like they want the streak to keep going. Like they didn't like him when he didn't score. And he didn't either. Like, he actually apologized. That's what I liked about him.
Yeah.
Like, he actually said something about it. I was like, that's awesome.
He's an awesome guy.
Mm-hmm.
Engaged
to
Olivia
like a cool
Colton.
guy. Like, I would hang out with him.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of those players I would not hang out with. But, like, I would probably hang out with that guy. He seems cool.
100%. That's why I like him. He's cool. Should have just been the analysis. Like, yeah, it's really cool to have the first touchdown of the game plus 290.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's correct. Matt?
Yes.
It's your time, buddy. It's your time.
Okay. Well, real quick.
You can't bring us home, so I'm bringing us home, but you can try.
I'll try to bring us home. I'll tell you who does score the first touchdown now. It's going to be Dotson. And it's plus like 30-1. So that would be a sick ticket to hit. But that's not like my better.
On like an 85-yard touchdown pass, first play of the game.
Exactly. Well, he scored in 3 of his last 4 games. So, I mean, he's pretty
That's almost 75%.
Yep. Yeah. So there's statistics to back that up. No, my bet, though, is going to be the 49ers here. I think that they just – I mean, everyone's going to bet on them, but they probably just beat the brakes off the Seahawks in this game. It is a road game. Seattle sometimes is a tough place to play. I'm going alt spread here, minus 10.5, which gets us juice up to 142. So this gives us a little bit more juice in this game. But yeah, Seattle, normally I think I'd bet on the Seahawks, but Geno Smith got hurt in that Rams game. Now it's a short week. He's had 4 days to recover. That's not a lot of time. His backup, his best NFL moment was rapping on the sidelines, Drew Lock.
That was awesome, though. It was a good moment. Just saying, it was a really good moment. That kid was spitting.
It's a lot better than anything I've ever done. Yeah, I mean, it was a heck of a moment for him, but he's not great at football. You know what I mean? So if Smith gets hurt, which he could, he might be a little limited in this game. San Francisco probably is the best front in football, so they might just be hitting them all game. It's going to be a tough spot for the Seahawks on a short week. And Seattle's defense isn't very good. You know, they like to give up points. Giving up about 22 a game. That ranks them like 20th in football. So they're not bad, but they're also not the best. I can just see San Francisco kind of rolling here. So I'll take them minus 10.5.
What do you think of that, Lucy? Are you a big Drew Lock fan?
Yeah, sure. But I love that bet because it goes with both of mine.
Yeah,
I mean, Brock Purdy going over passing yards. Christian McCaffrey is much of those passing yards to Christian McCaffrey to start the game, and then they win by 11 at least. Yeah, so I really like that bet.
Maybe Christian scores the first and the second, and the Seahawks actually never
and the
score.
last.
And
you can probably there's plus money on the last touchdown as well, so you can just do it all.
You can do everything.
Yeah, I think we created like the best script possible for that game right there.
Exactly. I want to see what
the NFL picks it up.
If he scores 3 touchdowns, I'm going to look because I think he might score like 6 times, but I don't know if they would offer it.
I would say like 7 or 8.
You look that up while I'm making my last bet. This one, I wasn't sure I was going to do this because you're nice people and you don't deserve this, but I am going to do it because at the end of the day, we work for the people who are undoubtedly going to parlay all this and get mad at us whenever one of these giant bangers loses. But whatever. Here's what we're going to do. Romeo Doubs, 7+ receptions, plus 450 at FanDuel. All right, look, he doesn't do this a lot. All right, he does not do. Actually, I think the last time he did it, he caught 9, and that was against this same Lions team. But again, like I already said, all roads lead to Doubs because nobody else can walk on the Packers. The receiver room. I think the Jaden Reed kid, I think he plays. I don't think the Wicks kid's going to play. I don't think Musgrave's going to play. And Aaron Jones is already not going to play. And I don't think they want to throw it to A.J. Dillon. They don't have a choice, guys. Like, they're going to have to throw it to somebody. He went back and got that touchdown last week like a dog. Did you see that? Like the game winner against the Chargers. Totally the Chargers' fault, don't get me wrong. And it was a poorly thrown ball because all I had to do was throw it ahead of him, and it would have been easier. But it didn't matter. You just throw it up. He goes and gets it. 7 receptions. That's it. 7. He's not setting a record. It's not even close to a record. It's not even 10. It's 7. That's plus 450. It goes along with my other bets. There's no chance that loses. You guys feel good about that?
I do. I do. I feel great about that bet. I'll take it with you. Why not?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, that is probably the best bet on the board right now. Because for one, the line's going to shoot up the second they said those other guys aren't playing. Yeah. Because Musgrave didn't even practice. I don't think the Wicks kid did either. I think he's in the concussion protocol and he banged up his knee. So like, those are 2 days ago. Like, I don't know how he plays.
Yeah, I don't think Musgrave. I think LaFleur was like, yeah, it's really significant. So he might be out for like the season. I'm not a doctor or anything, but
yeah. Yes, I preface all that by saying I'm not a doctor and I did not evaluate these guys either. I just watched it on television.
Yeah, exactly.
So there is that, but my analysis is they're not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing. It's official.
Yeah, based on television diagnosing.
How do you think we just did? I think we pretty much nailed that.
Yeah, I might have some breaking news about how this parlay will shake out. So if you place $10 on the parlay that we have just put together, you will win $2.25 million.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. You could buy a house.
You could buy a house.
Certain areas.
Yeah. How much do you think they take right off the top, like in taxes? Like, do we know? Like, do we have a percentage on that? Like,
I don't know. Too much, too much taxes. That's how much they take.
40%. Nigel's saying 40%.
God,
and he has COVID, so you know it's legit.
I guess 500,000 is that close to 40%, Nigel? I'm really
probably a little more.
A little more. All right.
That's you would win like 2.2 and then be like, here's 1.4. You know what I mean? You'd be like, wow.
It would be the saddest thing I've ever been about getting $1 million.
Yeah, you're like, really, Uncle Sam? Like
This is why I think winning the lottery is overrated because you only get like half of that, and it's like that's not that big of a number compared to the real number that you thought you were getting. So don't bother.
I agree.
What you got to do is immediately tell yourself what the number you're getting is, and never, ever, ever think about the number you thought you won.
That's what whenever they say, "Oh, it's up to $1 billion," you have to think, no, it's like 500 million.
Yeah,
I just won 500 million, even though it clearly says you won like $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, no, I did not.
No,
false advertising at its finest.
All right. Well, there's financial advice too. Follow all of us for more financial hacks on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. We're going to leave now. There's going to be no live stream today. Nigel is pregnant. He has COVID, possibly twins too with the pregnancy. So there's going to be no live stream at all. But I will tell you this. There's 1 million NBA games. I'm going to make a giant parlay. So we're going to do that. I'll see you then.